Sunday today, Sunday afternoon, I think. Yeah, it must be afternoon. I've had a lazy day. I took Blair to the airport early this morning, and yeah, then I went around to my parents and we had a nice breakfast together. I had an early morning surf. I watched the sun came up. I watched the sun come up. I've got a few bits and bobs to do around the apartment today. Just mainly lots of sorting out, and I've actually still got 2 boxes in my apartment. That guy drives me dippy. He does that every single day. Yeah, I've still got 2 boxes in my apartment since I've moved in that I need to sort out. I thought I'd take you guys along with me as I kind of potter around the house and answer questions that you have asked me on Instagram while I go. But I guess let's get started. And this is from Devin Rawn. Name your top 3 fave YouTube channels right now. I probably only watch about 4 YouTube channels, to be completely honest with you. And my favorite one always is Jørn Olsen. I always get super pumped to edit after I watch his stuff. I've actually been watching Alfie Day's stuff quite a lot. A large reason for that is because my good mates Steve and Alexia have moved on to Brighton. And yeah, so they're all hanging out, so it's cool to get a glimpse into Steve and Lex's lives through Alfie. Yeah, I don't know, I just feel like he's got quite an energetic and energizing personality. Yeah, the third would be a tie between David Dobrik and then Elle Mills. That's probably my top 4 YouTubers at the moment. So this was the vlogging situation. I probably spent half an hour faffing around trying to... I really wanted to get the world map in the background, but it just didn't work with the framing. So Jenny says, what did you study? To give you a very short history, after I matriculated or completed my schooling in Cape Town, I went for a year abroad and I worked in England at a school in a place called Stanford. And then, yeah, I was based in England for a year, came home, started my undergraduate degree. I studied a Bachelor of Social Science in Psychology, Film and Media, and Environmental and Geographical Sciences, and then did a postgraduate at a Brandon college called Vega. Ivan Swart says, what has been the best surf spot you have surfed? I'd say probably the most fun surf spot was when we went to Maldives and we surfed, I think it was Sultan's. Was it Sultan's? The right hand point break? I've got a little clip of it. I'll show you now. Chris Lee Bear Photo says, what's your favorite travel destination? Really tough choice. For me, it's always kind of a balance or a tough pick between snow and surf. I don't know, Canada. I've been to Canada 3 times before. And absolutely loved it. Canada's probably my favorite travel destination so far anyway. What's an activity or sport that you've never done but would like to try? I think it would be rock climbing maybe, because I've just watched Free Solo, you know, the documentary that just won an Oscar with Jimmy Chin. So yeah, Blair and I have been really inspired to try and do some climbing. We want to go to there's a climbing wall about 15 minutes away. So yeah, I guess rock climbing, and then I'd also love to go skydiving. I have no interest in bungee jumping whatsoever, but skydiving I think is something that I'd like to do as well. Favorite aspect of the bush? I think my favorite aspect of the bush is going to have to be the fact that there's often no phone signal, which means that you're completely switched off and immersed within nature. So your senses are definitely heightened, your hearing, your smell. At least that's, yeah, if you're on a proper bush getaway, that is. Lars says, how's your company My African Dream doing? If you guys missed my very first 2019 update, I mentioned that myself and 2 family friends created or started a company called My African Dream Travel. Basically, we are a inbound tour operator, for lack of a better term, but I mean that's what we do. So yeah, we operate within Southern Africa. If anyone, so for anyone who's looking at coming on specifically safaris or Cape Town, and yeah, we organize itineraries and accommodation and flights and whatever for people who are looking to come on holiday here. But it's going really well. It's going very successfully. Yeah, we're busy, which is amazing. Lots of learning curves, particularly for myself. So we are most definitely getting there. Thank you for asking. Alyssa says, any trips planned? Yes, there are. Should probably multitask. Blair and I, in a couple of weeks, are heading actually up to Zambia on a very exciting project where we are working with a nature and conservation organization called Wild Ark. I don't know if I can say anything yet, but they've bought a piece of land in Zambia, and their aim is to try and get this land, which experiences a lot of poaching, as I said, a lot of human-wildlife conflict. Their aim is to try and get this land back to its natural state, which would be something like the Lower Zambezi National Park, which is also in Zambia and very close next to where this land is. Our mission is to go and document photos and videos, and then I'll be doing behind the scenes vlogs as well. It's just the two of us, at least doing the media side of it. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We are literally flying back to South Africa just in time for my birthday. Blair's company requires him to not to immigrate to China, but he's going to be spending a lot of time within the next 2 years based in specifically Shanghai in China. So that kicks off from the beginning of May. So I think potentially the last two weeks of May I'll be flying up to Zambia and visiting him. Also, we've been doing so much research on China lately, and yeah, I mean, apart from its close proximity to places like Maldives and other warm water surfing opportunities, within China itself, once you get out of the cities, I mean, we've been doing research on national parks there and it looks phenomenal. I'm really trying to plan a whole bunch of little weekend breaks to get out of the cities and explore. Damien says, I vlog. What's your #1 tip? Damien, definitely consistency. Learn from my mistakes. Try upload at least once a week, or I don't know, commit to a schedule once every 2 weeks, and make sure that whatever content you're putting out, hope that it is in some way creating some positivity or some change in a good way, that you're advocating a good message or putting something good out there. Shailene says, deserted on an island. 3 things you can have with you and go. I mean, I guess my phone, in case there's cell phone signal. No, that's actually probably stupid. Matches, a knife, like a super sharp knife, a satellite phone. Most underrated piece of travel equipment. Your phone, for sure. So, I mean, on your phone, you've got Google Translate at your fingertips. You've got messaging to try and meet up with people. You've got all your social media, which, yeah, you can search for spots and places where people have taken awesome photography. So, your phone can be used as a camera, a means of research. Yeah, it's probably the best travel tool there is. Lionel says, if someone's traveling to Cape Town for the first time, where do you suggest they go? I'm going to link you to a blog post that I wrote down below, so go check it out. Chloe Geldenhuys says, what skill or craft would you like to master and why? What skill would you like to master and why? I don't know, that's a really good question. Actually, I do have one. Editing. I would love to be able to be a master editor in terms of transitions and effects. So I think editing, but the full scope. So that ranges from effects to creating cool text to cool transitions. Yeah, and just editing really slick and well and fast and streamlined. I want to end on this one. Okay, Tyron says, if you could have dinner with anyone that's ever been alive, who would it be? David Attenborough, for me. And I wanted to end off with that question because who would you guys have dinner with and why? Leave that in the comments, let me know. I'd be so interested to hear your answers. Yeah, it turns out that I actually did just sit on the floor instead of the couch. that wraps up the Q&A side of things. As you guys would have seen at the beginning of this YouTube video, it is sponsored by Squarespace. Just to remind you, and in order to remain completely transparent with you guys, Squarespace is sponsoring 4 videos on my channel, of which this is the third, which is very, very awesome. For those of you that don't know what Squarespace does or who they are, they basically offer, in a nutshell, amazing online stores, websites, and domains. If you watched my previous 2 videos, you would have heard some of the key features that I really enjoy about Squarespace. One, Squarespace pretty much does it all for you. They already have these beautiful templates, so you can scroll through tons and tons of different templates and different designs and pick which one might fit what you are looking for best. Secondly, they have 24/7 customer support. This means that if you ever run into a problem or you have a question or a query, you can message and you will get a very fast response back from them. The other amazing thing about Squarespace is that even if you have a domain currently with someone else, you can just transfer it straight across to Squarespace, and obviously you will then be able to get all of the perks that Squarespace offers. If any of this sounds like it is completely applicable to you, head on over to squarespace.com for a free trial. Once you're ready to launch, make sure you go to squarespace.com/Nicole Eddy. This will enable you for a 10% discount off of your first purchase of a website or domain. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you hopefully very soon on this channel, and have an amazing week next week. Bye!